Let me introduce the first speaker, who is Dan Garraway, who is the co-founder of WIREWAX. Dan, welcome to the stage.
Thank you. Thank you. Stand on my invisible screen. So let's get this prezzo on, if we may. OK, so WIREWAX is, first of all, me. I'm a co-founder there. And I build WIREWAX in what I call America World. And WIREWAX, in case you don't know, is an interactive video platform. It's worth sort of being clear that what interactive is for us is actually understanding video content in the first place. So we use computer vision, machine learning, lots of buzzy topics there to understand what's in video. This is a very simple demonstration of the technology at work. So you can see people, objects, and things are being automatically identified by our machines. Then we have brands who make that metadata into interactive video experiences. And for example, you might have this experience here where the viewer actually has a decision to make about whether they want to go ashore or go behind the scenes. So it's actually a way to personalize video experiences and make decisions. Now, if you apply that to something like a brand piece of content, it could be a paint company, and this is a UK paint brand where the viewer is actually able to hover over the color surfaces, and you'll see this swatch is actually swapping over to the color I'm interested in. Touch a color, it matches it to their paint color range, and it brings in Pinterest mood boards. So you can also go into video content. Touch this wall and see how it will get that wall and that look in your own home. So this is actually about making much more out of one single viewing experience. You're not asking your viewer to go to separate websites. It might also be entertainment. So Disney used this technology to allow you to go behind the scenes on the right-hand side here. And you'll see the blue screen of downtown LA. Swipe across with your finger. You'll see the CGI being layered over the top. So why do people bother doing this in the first place? Well, there's a really big reason, and it's this. That number is the number on average viewers will interact. So that's a big difference. It's a lean-forward audience. There's studies around this now. It's not just me banging on at you in front of the stage. This is data that's proving this works. 47% increase in time spent according to IPG. There's also another stat I'll pick out there as well, which is this number 9 times. This number is the increase in purchase intent. Really big reason why you might interact with your audience is to raise the idea that they might actually convert. Touching something enacts a different part of the brain. Cognitive research proves this now. So we have to sort of think about this in this context, that you can't do the same thing as everyone else in the market with video and get different results. That just doesn't make any sense. You've got to ask yourselves, the video content, will it get less interactive over time with touchscreen and everything else we have? No, again, doesn't really make any sense. So there's also one other big reason, we're talking about it here today, that people would do this, and it's data. There's a really big reason to do that here with our partner at Weigh-In. We actually have a lot of experience in this area, and they categorize the data into 3 areas. We were in a third-party data economy. We are today in a first-party data economy, and we're moving towards a zero-party data economy. What does that mean? Well, there's a chart here which tries to describe it, but it's inferred data, it's observed data as well. But all of the zero-party stuff at the bottom you're seeing is where you can actually get preference insights and actual real purchase intentions. I think it's better described rather than a graph in this paragraph. This quote from Fatima from Forrester. She says zero-party data is data a customer intentionally and proactively shares with your brand. Marketers using inferred data to customize communications, there's a very real chance they'll get it wrong. So an interactive experience which uses zero-party data is really where you're starting to ask the viewer to make decisions according to what they're interested in. They're actually deciding. So this is an experience with Airbnb on that very basis. If I'm interested in this Eiffel Tower experience, I just go ahead and click on the Eiffel Tower. Why not make it that simple? Metrics are really indicated differently with this sort of technology. In old video terms, most of the video you're probably using today, you just get this sort of stuff. Viewers, views, completion rates, that sort of stuff. When you start to add video evolved with WIREWAX on top, you start to get all of this. Interactions, touch, cursor movements, interests. It's real practical stuff. And if you offer the viewer something they value, guess what? They tend to give you something in return. It's a currency exchange, right? And let's be honest, is this not the lesson of the internet in the first place? It's bottom up, not top down. What do I mean by that? Well, I really mean that the user decides with interaction and not you. That's a real principle of the whole data economy we're moving towards. And so you've really just got to let your viewers interact. Thank you.